I'm Kevin Cirilli. It's time for your weekly rewind. The Colorado Supreme Court says former President Donald Trump can't run for president on the state's ballot because he violated the Constitution's insurrection clause. The case is likely headed to the Supreme Court, and Trump's campaign says they're ready for the fight. On the campaign trail, Trump escalated his immigration rhetoric.
And they're destroying the blood of our country. They're destroying the fabric of our country. And we're going to have to get them out.
The remark prompted severe backlash, with Biden's campaign posting an infographic on X comparing Trump with Adolf Hitler. GOP presidential candidate Nikki Haley is surging to second place in New Hampshire primary polls. Her campaign is hoping the momentum will be enough to force a two-person primary between her and Trump. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani filed for bankruptcy after owing $148 million in the defamation case by two Georgia election workers. The judge did decrease the payment, not by much though. He's still on the hook for $146 million. Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed a law criminalizing illegal entry into the state. In a phone call with Mexico President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, Biden ramped up pressure for AMLO to do more to stop the crisis. North Korea tested an intercontinental ballistic missile that can hit anywhere in the continental U.S., according to Japan. South Korea denounced the move, saying it goes against the United Nations Security Council rules. Regardless, North Korea's military said in a statement that the ICBM launch was a preview of nuclear war. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman blasted the sale of U.S. Steel Corp to Japan's Nippon Steel, saying that the nearly $15 billion deal is a major blow to his state, where more than 3,700 people are employed by the American steelmaker. Justice Sandra Day O'Connor was laid to rest. Funeral services were held at the National Cathedral in Washington, where Biden and Chief Justice Roberts honored the life of the first female on the Supreme Court. O'Connor was 93 years old. A small provision in the National Defense Authorization Act requires the federal government to release publicly some records it has on UFOs and UAPs, but the president can still decide if the record should remain undisclosed for national security reasons. Southwest Airlines settled with the Department of Transportation to the tune of $140 million. It was all part of their giant screw-up settlement during the 2022 holidays, when more than 2 million passengers were left stranded after the airline canceled nearly 17,000 flights and marks DOT's largest consumer protection penalty ever.